it.
That needs to fix that hydraulic.
I don't think so. I think these are going to be in the way.
That'll work. Good.
All right, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be working on this wood splitter. This is an old homemade wood splitter that my grandpa has had for many years. He wasn't the one who built it, but he's had it for a while. I've had a lot of hours on this thing. It hasn't ran in a few years. It's got some leaks. It's got a hydraulic leak, an oil leak in the engine. So we're going to see if we can get this thing running and running good. We got it pulled into the garage here. We're going to start with the engine and just see if we can get it running. Check the oil here. Okay, looks like it's got oil in it. It's actually full. Not too bad, actually a little dirty. Got the air filter. Take a look at this. So I don't think this thing's ran in at least 2 years, maybe 3. I can't remember the last time I ran it. This is what keeps the gas cap on. Okay, that should be enough to run it. You can see that drip. It's coming out right here. I just need to tighten that hose up, but this is also shut. So let's open the fuel. See it filling in there in the filter. I think that's just outside grime, but a new filter wouldn't hurt either. Yeah, it's still leaking. It's definitely leaking. I mean, this is all caked right here in oil, hydraulic oil. So I'm thinking it's leaking out of the seal right here, which it is. So if we could replace that. The lines don't look too bad. I don't see any, you know, big cracks. Not yet, but we'll see how much new hoses are. I'm sure it's expensive, and I just don't want one of these blowing up on me. But it definitely looks like it's leaking here too, all on top of this. And then back here, I don't know if it's this this hydraulic pump is leaking, and it might, I think it's leaking engine oil too out of the bottom of this case. And this also looks like a leak here, right around. This is the reservoir for the hydraulic oil. It comes out of here. Out of here. And is this the return? Yeah, this is the return line. You know, that might not be an oil leak. That could just be from this leaky fuel line piling up down here. Turn that fuel off. I mean, it's leaking even with that off, right? I'm gonna have to go get new parts. I think I gotta change out probably this valve, get a new filter, and some new, I might have some hose actually here. Oh, shit. That's one way to do it. Big funnel. Catch it. Man, I think it's on there. Let's take it off from up here. There we go. Okay. There's the valve. Fuel shut off. Just gonna squeeze in there. Oh yeah, that fits. Oh, great spot. Man, it's really wedged in there. Maybe. No. I think I'm able to get it with these needle nose pliers. Just have to twist it by hand. Okay. There's a carb. Let's get this thing over on the workbench and clean it out. A little bit of crusty corrosion in there. Oh, yep, that was full of gas. Thought I emptied it. Pretty nasty in there. Actually pretty clean. Just a float. This is where the fuel comes in. So we'll just make sure to blow that guy out with some air. It's a tiny, tiny hole, but we'll blow that out. I'm sure there's some gunk in there. Thought I had brake cleaner. I guess I don't, but it's fine. We're just going to hit this with a little wire brush and blow it out with some air. Very nice. Okay, nice and tight. Get this bad boy on. I just got back from the auto parts store, and of course, as soon as I pulled in, I realized I forgot to bring the old parts with me, but I think I found the same fuel shutoff. The air filter is different, but it's similar size. That's the only one I could find. They probably had the right one in the back, but like I said, I forgot to bring it. And then I actually already had this extra fuel line laying around, so I think we're going to replace a couple of them. I couldn't find a new gas cap, so we're going to have to order one online. And then when we're done with this, we're also going to have to do some research on the hydraulic arm, because that thing's leaking out of the front, so we need some new seals for that. And we're going to have to do some research to see what kind it is and where we can get it. Grab our new filter right here. That goes in. Okay. We got another clamp. Throw that on. There we go. All right, I like that. Let's shut this off and put some fuel in it and see if it leaks. Sweet, I think that fixed the leak. I don't see anything coming out. It was coming out of the front of this. I'm going to attempt to do an oil change on this. I think this is where it comes out. I have no idea. I'm going to find out. The dipstick is on the other side, which I would imagine you fill from that end. Maybe it comes out of this. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's on there, good. All right, I just smashed my hand, but I was able to get this loose. I just want to see what this is. This looks like a drain plug to me. Oh yeah, that's it. Put the drain plug back on. That one might be too big. Okay, there's one. Okay, it's overflowing now, so that should be plenty good. The next issue I want to tackle is the hydraulic reservoir tank, which if you look underneath here, this thing is gunked up. It is like active leaking still. You can see how nasty it is down here. The problem is this tank is welded on to this bar right here. So we're gonna either have to flip the whole thing up on its rear end to work on this or cut the welds to take this thing off, but I really don't want to do that. This stuff is all still just so wet. This thing's been sitting for years. I'm surprised there's any fluid left in it. Like this is just got drips. It's a class 2 leak right there. I think I found one leak for sure. And it's right here. It's on this bracket that is attached to the bottom of the tank. I mean, that's all gummed up too. That might be leaking. If that's the case, I mean, I might as well cut this thing off, flip it upside down, clean it up really good, and probably re-weld it to stop that leak. Oh, there we go. I think that loosened her up. Yeah, I don't really know how to get this off without twisting this thing. So twist it the other direction. Yeah, it's really gonna knock that thing up. Yeah, it's just gonna. Jeez, how are they supposed to come off? I'm just gonna bust this hose off, man. Jesus Christ, dude. Finally got that thing off there. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Like, I think it binds up. I don't even want to reuse that hose. Luckily it's a short one, but I don't even want to reuse that thing. Okay, this one looks like it's just these two clamps here. But are those going to come out? I doubt it. Oh, nice. That worked. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. That's working. That's working. Oh, yeah. That one worked. Oh, that's leaking a lot. That's leaking a lot. We're just gonna let that drain out. That'll be all right. Yeah, big old hole. I mean, oops, but also, what a terrible design, dude. Why wouldn't you have this thing bolted down? That's what I don't get. And that's definitely where it was leaking from. That was really bad. While that's draining out, I'm gonna kind of clean up my little mess I got going on here, and we'll get ready to start working on the tank and clean it up. Hopefully I can weld all that stuff back on and fix the leak. There we go. That's the damage. This one actually popped off with not much damage, but it is wet under here. Like it was leaking out of that one too, for sure. Flip this guy over. I don't know if these ones were leaking very much, but we're gonna clean these up around the edges and re-weld everything, seal it. If I can gasket maker, JB Weld, all the above. Slamming it on there. That one might be okay. This one we're gonna have to, yeah, just cut our losses and build a whole new bracket and try to hammer that back in and seal her up. Okay, so this one's all grinded, got hammered back into place. We grinded off this one, and that's the gap that we have left, the hole. So we're gonna need to fill that in with some weld, grind it down, fill it in, grind it down, you know, make sure that this is really sealed up nice, so we don't get any more leaks out of there. And then we're gonna have to make another one of these to weld onto here. And then we're also going to clean up these ones and do some more welds around the edge, just because these are only welded, I noticed, just on the sides. So that's why this one came up so easy. And that's why it was leaking, you know, here at the corners. So I have this one all welded up. It's not the prettiest, but I think that will certainly stop any leaks. We still have to weld these three, sand the whole tank down, paint it. Should be good. Okay, got all the welds done for these brackets. I'm gonna call it good for today. The sun is going down. I have to work for the next 3 days, so I'll come back in a few days, and we're gonna JB weld all my welds just to really secure it down. And then we're gonna sand off all the paint and give this thing a fresh coat of paint, make it look nice. I'm thinking maybe a red or a black. Red could be cool, kind of stand out. It'd also help us identify any leaks, but we're going to test this before we do any of that. We're going to put some older hydraulic fluid in this and let it sit, and we're going to watch to see if it leaks anywhere. I am concerned about this rib right here. I didn't see, you know, anything too crazy, but it looked like maybe it could have been leaking out of there. And if it is, then we're going to weld that thing too, or maybe just JB weld it, clean it up and JB weld. So yeah, that's the plan. I will see you guys in a few days. While the paint dries, I want to try to get this front seal out of here. So I'm thinking we definitely have to take these bolts off for this front plate. And I think we're going to have to take this guy off right here. So there's 6 bolts. There's this thing. Yeah, that goes through there. So I'm thinking maybe we start with this and these bolts. Nice, dude. Oh yeah. Use your back. Oh yeah. Here's another. Oh, that's just filled with dirt. That hunk of metal, dude. Oh. Yep, that'll do it. Well, I'd give a 9 out of 10 for the bent scale there. Oh, and it's broke. That's nice. Oh yeah, that thing is going in the trash. Gosh, dang it, dude. I just got back from the store. I went and picked up this Craftsman breaker bar. It seems pretty strong. This is the biggest one that they had, which is not great because I wanted a bigger one. But the guy did say that if I break this, because I told him I broke my other one, that I can bring it back and return it for free because there's a lifetime warranty. Oh my God. On their Craftsman stuff. So that's a pretty cool deal. Holy crap. I think we got it. Oh, nice, dude. Probably broke something, because that was the loudest freaking pop. I'm basically lifting the whole thing off the ground. Jeez, dude. There we go. Oh, big boy oil coming out. Okay. Oh, yeah. Don't know quite what I'm doing, but we're figuring it out. We're going to take that thing off, I think. So let's cut this and see if we can get it out. Yeah, we're going to break this thing. I've let this thing cool down for probably an hour and a half, and now it's still not working. So I did buy this for $14 at Harbor Freight. So that being said, this was a pretty good little grinder, but we do need to upgrade and get one that can handle a little more. Yeah, this thing's toast. Went and got a new angle grinder. This is also from Harbor Freight. This one's about 3 times the price of the other one though, which still is very cheap. This is a Bauer, which I've had very good luck with their rotor hammer. I got the same size, so my old discs and everything I've already bought will fit on this guy. Came with another new wrench, which is cool. Tighten this guy down on here. Nice, dude. Finally got this thing separated. Oh man. Man, we're gonna have to get this nut off. Look how big this thing is. That is the most insane thing I've ever seen. That's the biggest nut I've ever seen in my life. Oh, it might, dude. No. It's too small. Oh man, what a nightmare. How am I gonna get that off? I went and got the biggest pair of channel locks I could find. They go up to like 6 inches, which is awesome. So this guy should be able to. Oh yeah, baby, that's She just got it with using the cheater pipe. Holy crap. Have you ever seen a nut that big? Look at that thing. That's insane. Here's the front seal. got this thing hooked back up, I believe. I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to put some oil back in this reservoir and see if it'll start up. I think there should be enough oil in it now to run. I gotta fix this first though. We gotta weld this lever back on. The hose is on backwards, so this hose needs to be over here and this one needs to be in that one spot. Okay, so it's leaking engine oil out of this seal right here pretty bad, which I think I overfilled it. So we'll see if that fixes itself, at least, or gets better or worse. And the front seal that we replaced, it was tight getting in there, but it wasn't as tight as the old one. So that's leaking, which was the whole reason I took this whole thing apart. So that's a little disappointing. There's not much I can do other than taking the whole thing apart again, draining all the oil out, and just putting in the old one, which we know that's going to leak. I had such a hard time even finding one that would fit this size. So was this a fail? Yeah, kind of. I mean, we fixed the tank. Actually, that was the biggest leak of all, and that's actually solid. The tank's good. So I'm going to weld that back on, and then we do need to weld this bracket on. That also could have been maybe some of the issue when we were testing it, because this has an auto return. When the auto return comes back, this is supposed to click back into neutral, and it was doing that like half the time. I think that's because this was jiggling around. So we'll get this welded on, that welded on. We'll call it good, dude. I got some more wood to cut up with this, so we'll do further testing. But after I get my welds, she's good to go. I'm going to be happy with it, honestly, even though it leaks a little bit. That'll be fine. Okay, so as you guys could see, that engine leak actually fixed itself. I think I just put too much oil in it. So that's no longer leaking. And then I showed you guys that close-up of this leak, and it's minimal on the return. It shoots a little bit out. Totally happy with that. Like I said earlier, the tank was really the biggest problem with the leak. And this leak is actually, it is better than it was. So I'm totally happy with how this thing turned out. I had a lot of fun, I mean, tearing it apart. It's pretty cool. So other than that, thanks for watching the video. I'm going to go drop this off at my buddy's house. He needs to split some wood. So we're going to let him use it, and hopefully we'll get a lot of life left out of this thing. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.